Hi, this is Vicki Robinson, and today I wanted to show you how to use my custom butterfly layered templates to create beautiful customized butterflies. There are 4 layered files, butterfly files included, and I've also provided 5 mixed media patterns of my own in one Photoshop or Photoshop Elements.pat pattern file so that you can mix and match these patterns to make these gorgeous butterflies. Let me show you how to load the pattern file that comes with your download. If you're using Photoshop CC, I believe 2019 and earlier, you still have access to the full preset manager menu item. You'd come up to the Edit menu and choose Presets, Preset Manager. Now I'm using CC 2020 and we no longer have a full preset manager. If you're using 19 and prior, from the preset type you would choose Patterns and then click the load button and then navigate to where you've stored, where those downloaded patterns are. In CC 2020, the preset manager has basically disappeared for brushes, styles, and for patterns. So instead, in 2020, we're going to come up to the window menu and choose patterns, which I already have loaded. And then over here on the right, click on the hamburger menu and choose import patterns. Navigate to the V. Robinson custom butterfly pattern file, .pat file, and click open. And then you'll see that those patterns appear here on the in the panel here. There are 5 patterns that I have provided to you. I've got butterfly number 2 opened up here. Let me just make this a little bigger so you can see it more easily. And each of the PSD files include one base layer and then one detail layer. And here's where all this magic happens. This is a pattern fill or pattern adjustment layer, a pattern fill layer. And all you need to do to change the pattern or to manipulate this particular pattern is to double click on the pattern fill itself. One thing I wanted to point out in case you didn't know is you want to make sure that your scale starts out at 100%. If you've manipulated patterns before, Photoshop is going to remember the last scale setting that you had. So I always start with 100. And then while this dialog box is opened, you can click and drag this pattern around to get different parts of the pattern for your butterfly. And the other thing that I would recommend you try doing is scaling this pattern down. Now, for most things, you should really scale in increments of 25, so down to 75 or 50. But because this isn't meant to be a repeating pattern, you really can pretty much play with this as much as you want. So as you can see, from just one of these mixed media patterns, you can get totally different looking butterflies. Now you can also apply one of the different patterns that I've provided. Click on this down arrow in this dialog box and open up this folder here, and you can see that there are 5 different patterns that can completely change the look of your butterfly to create something really beautiful. You can double click on the detail layer to open up the layer style dialog box, and then you can try applying a color overlay. Let's see, it's here, applying this last color that I had here. So you can get some kind of cool effects. It may not work really well depending on which butterfly you're using and what kind of detail is in that window, but just another way that you can customize if you want to. And you could even try adding another pattern overlay. This is picking up the first one in that set. But you could get some really interesting kind of strange effects if you wanted to go that far. So just a lot of options to make these butterflies your own. So there you have it. That's how you use my custom butterfly layered templates. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.